So what I'll do is give everybody a little extra 20 minutes because that was a good workout. I mean, if you didn't get a good sweat and a good workout on that, you really pushed out, put it that way. Because, I mean, that kind of stuff is, I mean, that's the bread and butter, the meat and potatoes of getting your striking better, all right? Is putting yourself, you know what, for me, he said, grab someone who's going to challenge you and put you your A game. So I ran over the Nat, right? Because for me, personally, I think Nat is one of the fastest, little trickiest guys in the gym, all right? So it's like, yeah, he's tricky. He has to be because he's small, but at the same point in time, he can kick you and knock your head off, all right? So it's like, man, I want to get there because he's fast, can move, and he'll stay there and play the game, all right? And some people will start to, you know, they just turn, you know, they kind of go soft on you, right? And again, remember what he said, we're here to train MMA, and everybody here will go to their level, all right? And that's the key, is work to your level, and then when you're comfortable, then it's time to step up, grab somebody new. But like I said, the most impressive thing that I saw when Pat came here was the fact that I could put him with anybody and never have to worry. And he would simulate that kick and punch. It was like, what? And it would just be like, bah, bah, bah. But he was working, landing, and he said, all I need to do is see a target and move and see that target moving around, some punches coming at me, so I can work around those hands, hit my target, and then hit that leg, and then move. All right? And we've talked about it in jiu-jitsu, we've talked about it in our other sparring. If you're with a brand new beginner who's never done anything, all right, and you're on the ground with them, you can still learn a lot. And the reason how you can do this is that you say, okay, when we grapple, the only thing I can do is my worst technique, the thing that I got to work the most. And this guy can do anything he wants, all right? Because obviously if you say I'm just tap him out left and right, who cares? This guy goes away feeling really discouraged, all right, because you got tapped out 52 times in 5 minutes, all right, and you really didn't learn anything because you didn't have to do anything. It was like training on somebody that was letting you do things. So you say, okay, this is my worst move, or this is the thing I need the most work on. You tell the guy what you're going to do and say, okay, now I want you to counter it. Here's what I'm going to do. Here's how you counter it, and then you go, all right? Or you got a guy that's not very good. You say, okay, here's a triangle. Put it on. All you got to do is try to pull my head and squeeze your legs as hard as you can. Now all I'm going to do is try to escape. All right, go. All right, so you put yourself in a super bad position, and then you counter it in the most technical way possible. And remember, you have to remember that you allowed the person to put you in that triangle. And guess what? They may catch you every once in a while. You know, hopefully not, because you know it's coming, so right away, you start to counter. But that's how you get better with people that aren't your level. You got to have people that you can train, you can practice on, basically, not abuse, right? But practice things on that you know you can work. You got to have those people that are competitive with you, that are even Steven. So it's going to be a good workout no matter what. He gets me, I get him. I can never slack because he might beat me. If he slacks, I get him. And then you need those guys that are out there and they can whoop up on you, because now you got to work your defense. You got to learn how to survive. You got to learn how to watch punches come in, because that is when you figure out if you get hurt, if you get stunned, and you have to defend yourself and how to wrap up. That's how you're going to learn it, with a guy that can beat you up a little bit, all right? And that's important. Remember, one of the most important things we always bring it up in sparring too, there is no such thing as a clean break. Hey, just push back and just, okay, start over. And one of the biggest things I talk about with Nat all the time, just drives me nuts, and Pat Barry just hit it on the head today. Guys are doing work, they're sparring, they're going like this, they go, like, man, you see that? I mean, I just go, it drives me nuts. I go, hit him in the back of the head. Go for it. He turned his back. Jump on him. All right? Anybody does that, you know, when we're in our sparring class, you have permission to kick him in the kidneys. All right? And they kind of go, I mean, that is just wham. All right? You do it once, and then if you do it twice, the guy gets more practice kicking you. Never just turn your back and just, you know, I'm pretty cool, I did a great technique, boom. That's how it should be. You fight how you train, therefore train how you want to fight. Practice makes habit, all right? And that's something that, you know, I work with, you know, guys, and they do stuff for real, like Tim Kennedy, and, you know, some of the military guys here. You can't just go, why do they sit there and do drills over and 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 over, and they do the same thing, same thing, same thing, same thing. Boom, 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 rep after rep after rep. I mean, how many reps do you do of the most basic stuff when you're in like training? It's just ridiculous, huh? Hundreds. Why? Because in like a battle, can you think? Can you think? No. It's like in the ring. You're not going to be able to think. Okay, oh, here comes the right kick. I'm just going to do this. All right, just hang out for a while. If that's the case, that fight should be over. It should be a knockout already. All right? So it has to be so drilled into your body that no matter what you do, you are covered. And like I said yesterday, look for pictures of Sean in a magazine. Just any picture. Click, 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 click. It is, I mean, I don't think there's been a picture yet that you've seen him throw a punch in his hands like this. Every time he throws a shot, it's like, wow, wow, ooh. I mean, he is covered constantly because he trained like a robot, literally. He would have a set of drills. That's what we're going to do. Program it. Go. Full blast. It'll just be like that until the drills were done. I mean, it's so intense and he knows exactly what he's going to do, how hard he's going to do it, which is pretty much full out a lot of times when he's doing those drills. He gets done and wham, and then he'll do it again, and he'll do it again, and he did it for years and years and years. Therefore, he became champion, world champion, all right? So he understood repetition. Repetition is the mother of all skills, so can't stress that enough.